I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
The third race on the program is the first leg of the place accumulator. You heard from Dees earlier, it's a 9-race card. So race 3, first leg of the PA, it's a merit-rated 75 handicap for fillies and mares over 1,400 metres. 1:30 is the off time, and at the time of recording, 13 runners will face the starter. And as we tell you time and time again, and we will continue to tell you, is that the show is recorded well in advance, more than 24 hours in advance. Please check your scratchings, jockey changes, equipment changes, betting moves before taking your final bets. Let's go. D's the third race, the handicap at the 75 level. Let me get the discussion going with a few horses. I've picked out 3 horses. One a little bit naughty, who is a horse that will jump from the best starting stall. Recent form has been fairly consistent and is worth consideration, I think, this mare. Number 6, Kanabi, now gets the services of Richard Ferree and really does well over the distance, likes the course as well does Kanabi. She's a consistent filly. If she were to win, I wouldn't be shocked. And over the page, the horse that keeps me really interested is number 8, Sky Tricks. And obviously, we'll know a bit more by now because Nelly Melba would have run, and we would know where Nelly Melba has finished, so that would have, will keep us well informed about that form line there with Nelly Melba today. But Sky Tricks impressed me on debut. She could be absolutely anything. So those are the 3 horses that I'm bringing to the table for exotics.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with regards to betting, because we know that this stable, if they like a horse, the money certainly comes, and she was allowed to drift out to a generous price first time out, and she won a good race. You mentioned Nelly Melba. Third in that race was Head Girl, who's had 2 seconds. Fourth in that race was Jane's Vision, who has come out to win. The form line's looking good. So she's the unknown in the race against winners now. We'll see where she fits in against this type of field, which is a C division class. It will tell us more about a rating, which the handicapper has given her is a 79. I looked at the race many times and I was tempted to say this is going to be very difficult for the place accumulator, but then I have to make a choice and a decision. And number 9, Spring Kiss, Andre Nell, Platinum Racing, Sereno Mudley. They've gone with the blinkers, which he tries on for the first time. And I can see why, because last time out, I know that she was making progress through the field, but I think with the blinkers on, it could possibly sharpen her up twofold. 1 at the start, because she wasn't the best away last time out, and 2 at the finish, maybe it'll just keep her mind concentrating on running to the line rather than wondering what's happening around her. So number 9, Spring Kiss, I think that is going to be my top choice, a blinker strike at around 5-1. Then horse number 6, Konabi, I agree with you. You very seldom get a poor run from her. She'll be an obvious choice for many in the place accumulator. Sky Tricks, I think one has to just include her on what she's shown first time out and the fact that her form line is holding up. And when you have a look at the way she finished off her race last time out, I don't see an issue with her going 400 meters further. And then Pour Some Sugar on Me, Dennis Bosch's runner. The draw is immaterial with her. I know that she's got a good draw of 2, but she is a filly that loses her races when the starter says go out. It's not a habit. For some horses, it's just part of their DNA. That's the way they're going to race all their careers, unless something happens someday where she decides to jump on terms, and on that day it will be no race. But she often just leaves too much to do when it matters. But she gets the services of Muzieni, and she'll be running on, and I expect her to be running on and possibly finishing in the top 3 or the top 4, if not winning it. So, if I'm going to play around horses for the place accumulator, numbers 2, 6, 8, and 9, if I'm going to narrow it down to 3 horses, I'm going to go 2, 6, and 8. And if you're looking for one roving banker, then my number will be number 9 here at 5-1, Warren.
Okay, lovely assessment from Dees about race 3. Those are his numbers, those are my numbers. Let's move along then and talk about the 4th race, which will kick off today's Pick 6.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.